Oh, very, very dark day. I was in the office, and I had to go across the hallway to pick up a couple of service records that I was working on. So you had to check them in and check them out, and you couldn't leave them laying around. So I had to go and get some records. And I went, and the guy behind the desk, he says, "Did you hear, Mary?" And his name was Stumpy. I don't know what his last name was, but everybody called him Stumpy. And I says, "No, Stumpy, what? He says, "I just heard on the radio that the president's been shot." No kidding. That can't be, you know? Yeah, he's in Texas. Okay, you know. And I just thought, well, I want to hear more about this, you know, but it didn't dawn on me to go to my commanding officer there and say, "Hey, this is what happened." I just didn't do that. I just went to do my work, and then all of a sudden, I guess he heard, and he came out of his office, and he announced it to everybody. He says, "I just want you to know, blah, 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 and that the president is dead. The president is dead." But anyhow, you know, then everybody's morale just kind of went down. Everybody's. And then there was crying, you know, some of the girls were crying. I didn't cry at that point. I guess it just didn't sink in. But later on that day, I remember going to the restroom and kind of crying there, you know, by myself. And we went home, and this happened the 22nd. Oh, I can't remember what day it was. It was a Friday. It was a Friday. Because it was a Friday, and then Saturday, the news was on constantly, and then Sunday, I had gone to Mass, and on my way back to the barracks, I walked into the front door, and as soon as I walked in, we have a TV there, and I was looking at the TV, and it was when they were taking Harvey Oswald out of his cell and walking him down the hallway there. And at that moment, he was shot. I saw it live because they were doing all this live, is, you know, where they were taking him out of his cell and bringing him down the hallway. And at that point, I had gone to Mass. I had come back to the barracks, walked in the door, and there was a TV there. And at that point, they were bringing him down the hallway, and I was just looking, and he was shot right there. I saw that. And then came the funeral and everything. Everybody was really, really sad.